Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 10 latest defense updates. Number 1. HAL plans to engage the private sector to develop HLFT-42. HAL has announced plans to collaborate with private sector companies to develop the HLFT-42 next-gen supersonic trainer. This advanced trainer aircraft is expected to play a critical role in modern combat aircraft training, equipped with cutting-edge avionics such as active, electronically scanned array, electronic warfare suite, infrared search and track, and fly-by-wire control system. Next, GE Aerospace to support supply of F404 engine components for Tejas Mk-1A fighter jets. GE Aerospace will be providing support for the supply of components for the F404 engines that will power the Tejas Mk-1A fighter jets. As part of this initiative, a dedicated engine test facility will be established at the base depot level to cater to the fleet's requirements. Next, Bharat Dynamics Limited, that is BDL, engages in contract talks for indigenously developed smart anti-airfield weapon. BDL is currently engaged in discussions with the Indian Air Force to finalize a contract for the procurement of an indigenously developed smart anti-airfield weapon. This advanced weapon system has been developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization. BDL anticipates receiving orders later this year. Next, India Defense Indigenization drive from importing to manufacturing. India's effort to achieve defense have shed light on the country's previous reliance on imports, even for basic items such as aircraft paint, cargo nets, and helicopter slings. However, the situation is changing as hundreds of military components, including these basic items, are now being manufactured in India. The Ministry of Defense has adopted a layered approach for indigenization, focusing on both major defense platforms and their smaller parts and components. Next, Air Force, Army simulate realistic combat situations in joint exercise. The IAF has carried out a joint exercise with the Indian Army in the central sector with the deployment of multiple combat assets to check the operational readiness of the two forces. The exercise follows the IAF's two strategic missions over the Indian Ocean region that involved Rafale and Su-30 Mk-1 jets. Next, IAF to hold multinational aerial war games involving 10-12 major global powers in desert sector. IAF is going to hold a big multinational aerial exercise over its western desert, which will include forces from countries including the US. The multinational exercise is being planned to be held around the last quarter of 2023, where the air forces of around 10 to 12 countries are expected to participate, government sources told ANI. Next, new Pak plan for terror in Jammu and Kashmir involves women and children, top army officer says. A dangerous move by Pakistani's inter-service intelligence, that is ISI, and heads of terror groups to rope in women and juveniles to carry weapons and messages has come to light amid a decline in the use of traditional means of communication by terrorists in Kashmir Valley, a top army officer has said. Next, Japan initiates new anti-ship missile project to strengthen island defense. Japan has launched a new project aimed at developing a coastal anti-ship cruise missile as part of its defense build-up program. This initiative, which falls under the broader island defense strategy, seeks to enhance Japan's missile capabilities and safeguard its southern islands, including the Senkaku Island, from potential military aggression. Next, Jaishankar holds bilateral meetings with development ministers of Germany and Australia. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Sunday held separate talks with German Development Minister Svenja Skulls and her Australian counterpart Pat Conroy, focusing on bilateral relations and cooperations under the G20 framework. The meetings took place on the margins of the G20 Development Ministers Conclave in Varanasi. Next. Russian envoy lauds BrahMos Aerospace on its silver jubilee. Russian ambassador to India Denis Alipov participated in the silver jubilee celebration program of BrahMos Aerospace here on Sunday. Alipov congratulated the team led by Atul Dinkar Rane for achieving great global prospects. DRDO's outstanding scientist Atul Dinkar Rane took over as the new Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of the BrahMos Aerospace Limited, which manufactures the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. Thank you.